President Akufo Addo is in the storm again. He's in the eye of the storm. Now, this is the story. So every now and again, or perhaps I should say now and then, now and again is more regular than now and then. Every now and then, we hear the story about the spillage of the water from the Akosombo Dam. When the hydro dam was created, it was told that one of the downsides of the hydro dam situation is that on occasion you have to spill the water into the community. So this happens every now and then. So recently we were all concerned and worried when we heard that the thing is going to be spilled to, especially the people in the North Tongue area, the Akosombo area, that is Jasikan, and then there's the Jasikan, the Akosombo, Okujetus, a Black West place, Joapon, those places. All those people, they are farmers, great hardworking farmers. So when this happens, it affects their livelihood in the farming business, and it also affects their habitation, where they live, and all of that. The water takes it away. Even if you have schools, the water will flood the schools because there's a lot of water coming. It's not rainwater, it's water that is coming from the Akosombo Dam. So that's always a big concern for all Ghanaians. Now, it happened again. Last week, up to the weekend, beginning of this week, it happened again. And President Mahama had been there to look at the victims, and that's what happens all the time. Politicians go there to look at the victims, but somehow we have never been able to really solve the problem, to put our foot down and be able to solve the problem. We haven't been able to do it. So we try to do our best as much as we can. That's what happens, all right? So this time it happened again. Now, here's the story. At the beginning, there were political sentiments from the opposition NDC that government is not paying attention to the people of the Volta region. And they tried to spin this on politics and political matters, and because NDC, MPP doesn't get voted, they are not going there. They started these kinds of little bits of noises. And then yesterday, President Akufo Addo went there. Okay. So I'll show you what happened when President Akufo Addo went there. But then this morning on Good Morning Ghana, Metro TV's famous program, Good Morning Ghana, the newspaper review program, we were watching, and then we saw this man talking about something the president said when he went to Volta region. And I've heard that from a few people. So I really wanted to see the tape. I've seen the tape. I'll share the tape with you viewers. And then when you look at the tape, you see how these people can obscure truth just so that they can score a political point. I'm also not so sure whether, given their relationship with the Volta region, the good people of the Volta region, that the NDC are feeling guilty. I think that really is the point. It is their guilt. But why was the problem? Nobody is accusing you of anything. You are a responsible political party, the NDC. You've been in government before. From 1981 up to 1992, the antecedent of the NDC, PNDC, was in government. 10 years, 1 decade. From 1992 up to 2000, the NDC itself, not its antecedents, some of the actors are the same, but the NDC itself was in power. 8 years, plus 10, 18 years. The dam spillage has been going on from 1970s. The spillage of the Akosombo Dam. It's been going on since the 1970s. 1981, NDC took power December 31st, so call it January 1st, 1982, if you like. In fact, the establishment proclamation that was written by Chachuchi Kata is January 4th, 1982. Okay, so we can start the government of the PNDC from then. 10 years, nothing. 8 years on top of it, nothing. And then comes President Kufuor's administration, finishes 8 years, the government loses the election. NDC, Professor Mills, John Mahama, 8 years, plus 18. 8 plus 18, 24. 24 years of leadership since the dam was spilling. Nobody is accusing the NDC of anything. I'm suspicious that it is their own guilt. That is why they feel that, hey, you are trying to say that. So they are all over the place. Now, have a look at this man on television this morning. Completely incensed about something Akufo Addo said. Who is saying NDC has not done anything? Nobody is saying NDC has not done anything. It's the politics that started coming. I don't know whether it came from NDC or it came from bloggers or it came from journalists. But the sentiment started last week that the government of the MPP is not paying attention to this thing, largely because they don't get votes from the Volta region. Didn't the MPP win 1 seat in the Volta region in 2020 against all odds? Didn't John Peter Mewu win a seat in Hohoe? So what's the problem? I think that the NDC are feeling guilty about this. And I don't know what is in the minds of the people who are victims. They are victims now. The problem has to be solved. It's not a time for politics. But listen to this young man. Play the first tape. The first tape of Mr. The man on Good Morning Ghana. Play the tape.
Honorable, would you speak to your people?
No, but
in that manner.
But with all due respect, point of.
Would you speak to your people in that manner?
Point of order. You see,
in your constituency, you can segment like we do. Hold on.
I'll come back to you.
In politics, you can say that, okay, even in English, a man from your constituency, or this area, this is where the bulk of my votes come. So when there is a natural disaster in one of the areas or so, you go there and say, oh, you, if it's about those who vote for me or who don't vote for me, I won't be here. What nonsense? Mr. President, you are not doing us any favor.
Lawyer.
No, but no, it's insulting.
Please. No, but look at you. Look at you.
Council.
You say that disrespect is, and this is not the first time.
But you are disrespecting your viewers on the show. No, on a live show this morning with a lot of vulgar language.
No, how vulgar? Nonsense.
Allow me.
This is nonsense talk. And you see, hold on. This is not the first time Akufo Addo is doing this. And you see, I take strong exception to this because it looks like, look, the last, hold on.
I'm coming. Allow me.
Did you hear him? He described something Akufo Addo said as what nonsense. This man sits on the television, calls something the president said what nonsense. Akufo Addo is the first president or the first person to invite criticism upon his government. He said it so many times. He started by saying that you have to be spectators and not, you have to be citizens and not spectators. You can criticize him. Yes, you can say anything about what the president has done. Akufo Addo is a president to accept criticism. He has no problem with that because he's a debater himself. You've noticed that he's a key and keen debater. He's happy to debate people who have contrary views to his on any matter, politics, philosophy. He's happy to do that. So he accepts criticism. You can criticize the president, but you sit on television and you talk about something the president said. What nonsense. I will show you what the president said. Then you come back and see whether it warrants this kind of comment. And I'll show you the characterization of these people these days. And you see that it's all the same amongst them. Now, this young man sits there, and because people are calling him incoming Deputy Attorney General, that's his Tamaklo's new name. You don't know. Because he comes around and everywhere he goes, oh, incoming Deputy Attorney General. That's what is going into their heads. They are all calling themselves incoming something, because without presenting the Ghanaian people with one single policy for next year's election, the National Democratic Congress have, as of today, 1 year to the election, not presented Ghanaians with one policy. 0. They believe that they will win next year's election because Ghanaians are angry with MPP. Fair enough. Ghanaians are angry with MPP. Maybe. But the NDC think that they will win the election, so they don't have to think and bring Ghanaians one policy. They don't have to look at what is happening and tell Ghanaians that, look, we are going to change it. So people like this guy go around calling themselves incoming Deputy Attorney General. That's what he calls himself. So you see his shoulders is rising and the arrogance and pomposity is coming out. We are going to watch what Akufo Addo said. And then we will come back and play what he said. And then juxtapose and see whether, if it's not pomposity and arrogance in their thinking that he's incoming Deputy Attorney General, somebody is incoming and you know, me and they are my friends, so I know. That's how they call themselves, incoming Minister of Energy. Incoming, if you go to President Mohammed's office, everybody is incoming. Somebody shows up, hey, incoming Information Minister. Then somebody comes, hey, incoming. That's how they call themselves. So this guy is called incoming Deputy Attorney General. That's what he responds to. That's the new tagline that he responds to. So when he's climbing the steps, incoming Deputy Attorney General. When he goes to court, incoming Deputy Attorney General. When he passes here, he goes to eat somewhere, incoming Deputy Attorney General. Everybody amongst them is incoming something. Coming when? Coming in January 2025. Why? Because NDC will win the election. Why? Because Ghanaians are not happy with MPP. Does the NDC have a policy? They have not told us of one. They haven't told us. They go and watch at the dam and see the dam spill. They don't supply any policy. Now look, this damn thing, the NDC thinks that when we come to power, this is what we'll do. This is the engineering solution. This is that solution. 0. As for them, they don't want to tell us anything. Just that Ghanaians are angry with MPP, so they will vote for us. So if I'm an NDC person, I'm an incoming something. Okay, let me put myself in NDC and tell. So what will I be? I am incoming defense minister. So please, when you see me, call me incoming Minister of Defense. Somebody else, incoming Foreign Minister. We know him. Somebody is, this guy on TV is incoming Deputy Attorney General. That's how they call themselves. Okay, let's listen to him again. Let me play the shorter Tamaklo for me, the 30 seconds, play it.
If it's about those who vote for me or who don't vote for me, I won't be here. What nonsense? Mr. President, you are not doing us any favor.
No, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Play it again. We didn't say it. Play it again. You see how everybody is panicking when you watch the video? Play it. Look at his shoulders when he's talking. Incoming Deputy Attorney General. Incoming. Because NDC has won the election already. Incoming Deputy Attorney General. Listen to him.
If it's about those who vote for me or who don't vote for me, I won't be here. What nonsense? Mr. President, you are not doing us any favor. If it's about those who vote for me or who don't vote for me, I won't be here. What nonsense? Mr. President, you are not doing us any favor.
Okay, so we're building the story. Let's see what Akufo Addo said. Now, I'm going to show you what Akufo Addo said in two parts. I'm going to show you the first part, was a main statement, and I'm going to show you the second part, where Akufo Addo talked about vote for me, don't vote for me, I'm here, I'm not here. We'll hear what he said. Then we'll come back and deal with this so-called incoming Deputy Attorney General. This is what Akufo Addo said in the first instance, the first Akufo Addo video.
I hope you take the message all across. North Tongu, South Tongu, Central Tongu, that when these things happen and government acts, politics does not come into the matter at all.
Politics me here me crowd. I'm opaque
When I took the oath of office as president, I took the oath of office as president of every single individual in Ghana. Of all peoples in Ghana, all districts. And whether they voted for me or not, once I have taken the oath, I am the president of all the people. So I came here because Ghanaians are having difficulties and are suffering. And it is my responsibility to try and help. Because if it's a question of counting who votes for me and who doesn't vote for me, I shouldn't be here, because you don't vote for me. But that is not my concern. And in any event, one day you will vote for me and my party.
Viewers, you have seen it. The preamble, Akufo Addo set up, I don't know whether they don't understand it, but they understand it. The preamble setup is that I'm here as a president. This has nothing to do with politics. I'm here to solve the problem. It's not about politics, whether we are not doing politics. Ghanaians are in trouble, I'm here. That ended. Then he went on to say that, well, in any case, you people, if it's about vote, I won't be here because you don't vote for me. What was the response from the crowd? It drew laughter. This is the contextual analysis of what happened. The response from the crowd there, I don't know where he was, whether it's South Town or North Town. The response of the crowd there was laughter. And then he went on to say that, but that is not the point. And in any case, one day you vote for me. So he talked about the state of affairs in jest, in joke, they laughed. And then he went on to campaign to say that one day you will vote for me. And they laughed again. Then this guy comes on. Okay, let's watch that part, the Akufo Addo second one. Only that part. Let's watch it again. Only that part. Let's watch it.
Because if it's a question of counting who votes for me and who doesn't vote for me, I shouldn't be here, because you don't vote for me. But that is not my concern. And in any event, one day you will vote for me and my party.
I actually like that sound bites for the president. It shows the reconciliatory nature of Ghanaian politics, doesn't it? Those people who sit there and call for Niger and call for Rwanda and all those things. This shows the reconciliatory nature of Ghanaian politics. Here is the president sitting in the place, in the belly of the opposition, and he's telling the people that I'm here to solve your problem. But you people cry, you don't even vote for me. It's a campaign. And then he ends by saying that, in any case, one day you will vote for me. He's campaigning. Don't they understand this? Because of their incoming and the arrogance, the sheer arrogance and pomposity. This guy sits on the TV and calls Akufo Addo's expressions, what nonsense. Really? What nonsense? The position that you want your flag bearer to occupy. You are disrespecting that position. The guy on the TV, he wants his flag bearer, President Mahama, to occupy. I don't know whether viewers have noticed that I always refer to John Mahama as President Mahama. There's a reason. Because I'm telling the young people that when somebody has been president of Ghana, he's always president of Ghana. I never stand here and say former president, President Mahama. So the position that he wants his candidate, President Mahama, to occupy, he is disrespecting that position. And they don't even understand what it means to disrespect a position that you are hoping to attain. Rawlings did these things in Ashanti region all the time. And the people will laugh about it. Rawlings will say that, hey, I ain't. They say Konongo. Say, hey, Konongo, they mean to me. Everybody's laughing. It's a campaign, and it shows the reconciliatory nature, and the Professor Mills's word. It will come. It shows the conciliatory and reconciliatory nature of our politics. The camaraderie. That's what I was looking for. That's Professor Mills's word. Professor Mills taught me that way. It shows the camaraderie among our politicians, among our political systems, that the president can stand in the belly of the opponent, people who don't vote for him, and can talk like this with them. Is it not beautiful? Listen to him on Good Morning Ghana. Play the second time, the smaller one. Play it.
If it's about those who vote for me or who don't vote for me, I won't be here. What nonsense. Mr. President, you are not doing us any favor.
Please, play the president again. The second one, please don't mess it up. Play the president, the second one again. I want viewers to get it. Play the president again.
Because if it's a question of counting who votes for me and who doesn't vote for me, I shouldn't be here because you don't vote for me. But that is not my concern. And in any event, one day you will vote for me and my party.
So you saw the spirits within which the president spoke, the context, the spirit of the event, and the spirit of the place. You saw how the president spoke. See how he says it on Good Morning Ghana. Having seen the video and knows what the president said, this is the kind of politics they do. Look at Atufo here. Where are you people getting the arrogance from? Incoming Minister of Finance, incoming 2025 Minister of Finance. That's what they call themselves. Because he thinks he's incoming Minister of Finance, he believes that he has a right to go to the Bank of Ghana and the governor should come and see him. If the governor sends somebody, says, watchman, I won't deal with it. So as I was on the video, one of our reporters has just come from Mepe. One of our Metro reporters just arrived. He just walked into us. You didn't see him. He just came and said, Chief, what you are talking about, I just have a video from the Queen Mother in the Volta region who heard that Akufo Addo was being criticized for what he said. Queen Mother in the Volta region, this is what she said.
President here promises, I say immediately he will see to us, and in the long term he will see to us. Joke kakra President Koye say eka vote anka wamba no enu mo adani news enu na mo di chi ya sema atu ya ye kanu enu mo amfa anya asem joke kakra President here no enu na mo di aya asem journalist mo so ye ni anje mo ho.
So that's the Queen Mother. She's from Mepe. Apparently that's one of the worst affected areas. So viewers, you have seen it. I think, truly speaking, for the little bit of political journalism I've done for a few years, I think the NDC is feeling guilty. And they ought to feel guilty. These are the people, your so-called World Bank. These are the World Bank thing. And your World Bank has been lying desolate and you've taken power for 26 years since 1981. you can't do anything for them. Every 4 years, you go and World Bank and come and win power. Even if you lose the election, the Volta region is the reason why you lose respectably. Every 4 years, we go to World Bank, come and bank. Every 4 years, World Bank. Then, since 35 years ago, every 2-3 years, they are spilling Akosombo down on them. You just go there and collect their vote, World Bank, and bank, World Bank, and you don't solve their problem. So they are feeling guilty because the people are growing. Free SHS has now made people enlightened. Everybody has gone to school, so they are asking questions. But what are these? What do these people do for us? Akufo Addo goes there to do something for them and campaigns that they should vote for his party next time. And then you are calling him names and you describe that as nonsense. I've never seen this before. I'll come back to this guy after the break.